Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
Hi, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast to sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. Thursday, July 23rd, and live from Central Florida, Ham Radio Live.
We've been together since way back when. Sometimes I never want to see you again. But I want you to know, after all these years, you're still the one I want whispering in my ear. You're still the one I want to talk to in bed. Still the one that turns my head. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. I look at your face every day, but I never saw it till I went away. When we again, I just wanted to go. Wanted to go. Deep in the desert, you're still the one that makes me laugh. Still the one that's my better half. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You're still the one that makes me strong. Still the one I wanna take along. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. Yes, you are.
Orleans from the bicentennial year here in the States, 1976. Yes, gang, 50 years ago. This time of year, this was on the radio. It peaked at number 6 in the Cashbox chart, number 5 on the Hot 100, and did well around the world as well. It was written by John Hall and Joanna Hall, and it really helped to license something for the ABC television network for a promotional imaging campaign and seasonal theme song for 1977 and 1978 TV seasons for the American Broadcast Company. Go figure, right? We're going to also take a look at 1976 television here in the States. It's a look back from Tom. I love it. It's really good. You'll love that part of the show. And we're going to talk about, are you ready? Beverage antennas today on the program as well. It's been a long time since we covered listening in amateur radio or shortwave. We look forward to doing that. So what do you say we scoop you all up, get you into the basket, check out the store, and say away we go. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Hey. Oh, my gosh. Note to self, don't ever do your own front yard ever again, Larry. Oh, gosh. Let me tell you. Your favorite host here on this program is, well, I guess it's true because I'm really, this just in. Larry is the host of Ham Radio Live. Anyway. Oh my gosh, this has just killed me. It's been so amazing. 14 bags of cow manure. It's not the smelly kind. Don't anybody come in here and say, oh, gross, man.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
It doesn't smell. Not really at all. It just is a backbreaking job to do. And at 63, I'm a little more than I should be out there doing that in 90 plus degree heat. So I'm glad to see you today. Honestly, I'm very, very thrilled that was able to make it kind of on time. And I'm grateful for your patience about yesterday. I hate missing a day, but there was No way I could get here yesterday. If you'd like to get in amateur radio, the American Radio Relay League would like to hear from you. Reach out to them at www.arrl.org. Just click on the contact part of their page and tell them you'd like to get your ham radio license and where you live in the world. That part's very important. Tell them where you're writing them from, because they're going to send you a ham radio club close to where you live. That's really super important, especially here in the United States, because the ham clubs give you the licensing tests. That's how it works. So reach out to them at www.arrl.org. We have a great Discord channel. It's at ham-radio-live. Ham-radio-live. You're going to have to accept the conditions, the terms and agreements and stuff, but we don't keep any of that. We really don't. We just want you to know the rules of being on the channel. And the number one rule is be respectful of everybody. Everybody. Just be respectful to each other and, play nice. The only place that, just a second here. I'm going to take a ton of water breaks today, guys. I probably lost, I'm going to guess 5 to 7 pounds in water weight just the last 2 days out here doing this. So anyway, the only place you cannot say anything, can't post, is in Ham Radio Live Information Channel. That channel is there for us to communicate with you about what's going on here on YouTube. So that's the reason why. Also, our Ham Radio Live website that has been built by the Rodney the Great is back up and working. We're grateful about that. He's actually going to make some changes to it next month, and we're excited for those. I think you'll like them as well. He's a really brilliant guy. I mean, he can make a cat bark like a dog. I'm not kidding, really.
Come on! Quit stalling!
All right, well, he actually can make a cat cry like a dog, though, so it's not serious. No, it's a joke. Don't let it go. It's okay. We're good. We're good. Thank you. All right. So it's a great place, though, for you to be able to find out what's going on in radio. Also, working the expeditions. We got a great QSO card today. Oh, man, wait till you see what we got in the email. Woo! Woo-hoo. Also, lots of stuff there to help you, including ham clubs there, too. So if you want to find a ham club close to you, there's a way you can do it as well. You can reach us on our website at www.hamradiolive.org. I've got a great topic question. I mean, it's really good. I've never asked it. I never have. And I thought of it yesterday in the hot sun as I was burning my head.
Oh, you darn crazy galoot!
Pretty much. But this is today's topic question. What's more important to you in a radio? Selectivity or sensitivity? All right. Now, for people who may be new to amateur radio, or perhaps you're looking to get into it, right? Selectivity is a radio's ability to select one signal over another. It's its ability to hear one and not hear the other one that's right next to it, right? Sensitivity is its ability to hear a signal. Okay, like weak signals, strong signals, they all are part of it. And it's part of what we're talking about today on the show, because honestly, this hair is driving me nuts. But anyway, took the shower. It's like, forget it. The way the hair looks is just going to be the way the hair looks right now. But we're going to talk today about receive antennas, beverages. If you have property, if you have a fairly decent sized lot, even if you're on a 100 by 100 foot lot, something, and that sounds weird, right, to say as small as that, because you really want to have like an acre. If you can do it, that's great. If you've got an acre of land, you should have beverage antennas. You absolutely should. We always talk about antennas for transmitting. Every show we talk about that. But we never talk about the receive side. And that's the most important part, because you don't hear it, you can't work it. And we're going to show you some great examples of listening to signals in amateur radio on a beverage versus a dipole. And I'll show you tomorrow a vertical antenna. Also, tomorrow's show, I'll show you how to build one. So whet your appetite today. Come back for more on the Big Show Friday, and we'll help you with building a really good listening antenna so you can hear all those signals you're actually missing on the ham bands. Let's find out who's first, second, and third today on a beautiful Thursday here in Florida. Whew, supposed to be 99 today. I was like, I just, yeah, I gotta get to the store. We're gonna get these last 7 bags of this stuff and just spread it in the grass and hope it grows back. That's actually the little kind of the well, it's the hope here. We're praying. Anyway, Rodney, second show in a row. It's amazing. He's on another string. Let's give him a big meep. Meep. Hi, Rodney. Good to see you. Rodney the Great is in the house. Pop Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming back, and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. Second up is also from continent number 1, and that would be Europe. That's Barry Wendon, Golf 6 Juliet Mike X-Ray. Good to see you, Barry. Thanks for coming back. Nice to see you, my friend, as always. And continent number 2 comes in very loudly. It's Aaron Lutz, all the way in Canada. Hi, Aaron. I twisted a little bit of that. Instead of saying hello, I did the Aaron. You get it. Okay, so there you go. Aaron, good to see you. A very happy Thursday to you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. It's great to see you, my friend. Jeff is also here from Canada, representing the beautiful Great White North. He is at Victor Echo 3 Whiskey, and Juliet. Hi, Jeff. Nice to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming back. Ronnie with a good word. He's man. This guy, Larry, has timing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I sure do, I think.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
Okay, well, anyway, he says, this guy, Larry, has timing just when I sit behind the desk.
Yeah.
It's that secret camera you can't see anywhere up there. Not anywhere. You won't find it. Just live your life as normal, Rodney. Rodney, thanks for dropping the links. I appreciate that. I mean that very, very much, buddy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, we got some big news here. I should probably share that with you as well, but let's just do it this way. Ladies and gentlemen, we love this guy. He's really amazing. He's all the way from the great state of Montana.
That's my boy!
It is Spike, November 1, Alpha Quebec Hotel. Hi, Spike. Hi, Spike. It's good to see you. Well, he says the agitator is here. No, it's not true. I won't believe it. I first will need to see the traffic citation first, okay?
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
Yep. Rodney, thank you. All those links are great. Appreciate that. And Spike says, oh, man, the show is degrading already here in front of our eyes. Speaking of bovine droppings, were we speaking of okay. It always amazes me that folks in California buy Montana dirt so their cats can take a squat in a box. Oh, it's good to see you, Rod. It's good to see you. Wow. And joining us from the German frontier, it is the amazing Gunter, DK5ONV. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. I got to figure it out. Spike loves Gunter. He worships the ground. He worships the ground that Spike walks on. And he also really likes Andy New from Bristol because Andy's a trivia guru. And just stop. Oh my gosh, the show gets out of control from the control room there. Today's topic question: what's more important to you, sensitivity or selectivity? Let us know in the comment section. We'll make it part of today's program. Your QRZ weather, well, we didn't hit 150, but I think we're going to be very close. Seriously, it's going to be really good. And I think we've got a great shot at going over 150. I really do. 137, sunspot numbers at 100, which, that's not too bad. So expect numbers to come up here. The solar wind's a bit up. Not quite to been making it even worse than our noise floors are, but enough so that something to keep an eye on there. BZ latitude positive 9.1, fading not as much on the HF bands here in the Northern Hemisphere. But with that solar flux index climbing the way it is, we're going to see 10 meters start to drift away from the tropics. It's going to start to go south because we're in the north here. We're in summertime, right, in the Northern Hemisphere. And because of that, we get so much X-ray radiation to the F2 and F1 layers that 10 meters just isn't supported so much this summer. That's why it drifts south every time. So anyway, we got definitely a drift down south now, even down as far as Tasmania. 10 meters is back. So that solar flux index is starting to bring the numbers back south. Look at the signal noise levels. S2 to S3 could be S3 to S4 by tomorrow. Magnetosphere view, here's why the SFI is going to be coming up. And you can also see why we've got a little bit of geomagnetic instability. Both 4092 and 4493, both those have quite a bit of activity to them. That could be, causing us a little bit of an issue with our noise floors. That's the reason why. Maximum usable frequencies as of today, quite linear still, much the same as they have been for quite a while from east to west. You're going to be basically 20, 17, and 15 meters from east to west. And then if you're like in Europe, and it's about 10 a.m., you can maybe work Central America and part of South America right about 9 or 10 in the morning on like about the 17-meter band, maybe as high as 15. But you see how it goes south like it does there. That's where you'd catch that drop. And this was taken at 12:30 UTC. So I would anticipate maybe 2 hours before that, maybe 2.5. So I guess it'd be 9 a.m. So take a look. You might be able to hear Central and South America about 9 a.m. on 17 and 15 meters. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, when it gets to be 9 or 10 in the morning, look for Hawaii. You'll probably hear them on the bands. Southern Hemisphere, this is what I'm saying with the SFI coming up like it has. Look at 10 meters now. There's a 10-meter swath that goes all the way south now of Tasmania. So there's really some good conditions again to go all the way to 10 meters in all of terrestrial Australia. Your ham radio forecast, first of all, drink of water. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Increasing solar flux index numbers. There's still some possibility. Not a great one, but still it's possible this time of year for 6, 4, and 2 meter E-skip openings. Noise floors, though, quiet, not so much. No, they're S3 to S4 through tomorrow. Okay, we should have them quiet down S1, S2 by Sunday. Best DX in the north, 20, 17, and 15 meters. Best DX in the southern hemisphere, 20 to 10 meters. Nighttime ham bands, great SFIs, noise floors about S3 to S4, possibly through Friday. Nighttime amateur bands, 160, 80, 60, and watch 40 and 20. I mean, 20 is going to work great after dark. You'll make some great DX there. Shortwave DXers, daytime shortwave, great conditions to DX your favorite countries worldwide. There is about an S3 to S4 noise floor at times into tomorrow on the HF bands. So just understand, going to be a little more static on the bands. Substantial SFI increase, though, today and tomorrow. There'll be some occasional fading on signal. Shortwave daytime, 31, 25, 22, 19, 15 in the 13-meter band. Nighttime shortwave, SFIs rising, noise floors a bit high through tomorrow. Fading signals at times, shortwave nighttime from 120 meters all the way to the 19-meter band, and your top DX bands at night on shortwave, 90 meters, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, and 19 meters after dark should sound brilliant for you for about 3 or 4 hours after sunset, and it'll fade away. There you go. Uno momento, please. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, I am so sore. We have a great email that I really enjoy reading. I enjoy receiving your emails. I truly do. I've received some pretty cool stuff that I want to share with you that I thought was really kind of neat. And the first one I want to share with you is from somebody that we call Bill the Nimrod, but we say it in a loving way. We love Bill. Bill is a really nice person, one of the kindest people I've ever known. Guy has been so nice to my family. I'm very grateful to call him my friend. So he sent me a couple of pictures through our email, and I want to share them with you because this would be a QSL card that any one of you would put on your wall and display proudly. Let me show it to you first. Recognize this? Look at what Bill did. 3Y0 Kilo, the Bouvet Island expedition that was just earlier this year, and Bill got them on 12-meter FT8. Wow. What a great call, Bill. 3Y0 Kilo from Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike all the way in Wisconsin, and what a beautiful QSL card you've got right there. That's a treasure right there, Bill, that a lot of people would do anything to have. Nice work, bud. Nice work. And see, there's a great reason, I think, why it's really important that the FCC respond to the American Radio Relay League's request to do the technician enhancement. If you agree they shouldn't have HF frequencies to speak on, okay. I mean, I'm an extra. I don't see a big deal there, but I just don't. But the point is, at least on the CW only that they have now, change it to digital. Let them work all the digital modes they want to and let them learn about doing this. That way, they can really want to be a general or an extra because they can get a QSL card like this because Bill did it on digital. He couldn't do it with voice, but he got them on FT8. And that's a huge reason, guys, why I think it's so important that we stay on the FCC's rear end with that past the RM11828 thing. Simple, just at FCC, hashtag pass RM11828. They have had more comments on that single thing in the last 8 years, and that they haven't made a response yet. They just haven't replied. Stupid. We should expect a lot more from the FCC than that. Also, Tom sent something, and this is brilliant. You're going to like this if you're older. Now, if you're younger, you'll go, this really kind of sucks. So turn off the channel, the YouTube for about 3 minutes, and then come back and we'll entertain you for a while, and then make you kind of happy. Okay?
Any of this getting through to you, son?
If you were of our age, right, and you were able to watch television 50 years ago, that's why we played Orleans Still the One, 1976. Take a look at this. This is television here in the States 50 years ago. Thanks to Tom, Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa in Bahrain, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey for the Send. It's brilliant.
Was TV any good 50 years ago? Well, let's go back 50 years. 1976, a week in television. Let's find out.
The Wonderful World of Disney.
Arm switches on, here comes the throttle. Chevy breakers in. We have separation.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Well, we're moving on now. Moving on now.
Then there's Maud.
And then there's more.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy.
Salmon H. Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hassenbeff Incorporated.
It's Tony, Orlando, and Dawn, featuring Joyce Vincent Wilson.
This is it, this is it. This is life, the one you get.
This is great.
come back. Your dreams were your ticket out.
That's a classic show. The Waltons, that was big. Oh, wow. Book 'em, Dano.
The streets of San Francisco.
Grandma and I on Friday night. We always watched it.
Don't be discouraged.
Wow.
The ABC Friday Night Movie.
Oh, man, Linda Carter. She was so pretty. Wow. All you need was a Gran Torino, right? And we end with Carol Burnett. Wow.
Just to have a laugh or sing a song.
What a great send. Tom, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Thank you. That was a trip down memory lane, mate. Wow. That was really cool. That was, that was like, if you remember the nights, right? And they were on certain nights, like Happy Days used to be like Tuesday nights, right? I think they had them on Tuesday at that point. Anyway, I forgot to remember that part. But anyway, I remember my grandmother, my mom would always get off work and on Fridays, right? And then her and Bob would go, we'd all go together to Grandma's house in North Portland, and they would play Pinochle Friday night into Saturday morning. They'd sometimes stop, not early whatsoever. It would go into the morning hours. And like I'd be going home, she'd pick me up from Grandma's bed at like 4 a.m. I kid you not. They would just be playing nothing but Pinochle. And I remember my grandmother would always allow me that half hour where she would sit down with me and we'd watch Sanford and Son. It was on at 8. I remember that so well. And it was so cool to be able to do that. That's where the Away We Go comes from in this show, my grandmother. So Tom, thank you so much. Wonderful send. And the comments are flying in. A lot of great memories there, man. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, because you had All in the Family and the Waltons. It's like polar opposites. But, and you had all those spin-offs, because like the Jeffersons and is Rhoda, right? Came from, was it Rhoda that spun off from All in the Family? I think it was. So Jeffersons and Rhoda spun off from that. But it was just, wow, what a time. And I really wish network television would just make great shows again. If they did, people would watch and they'd be fine. But they're doing so many weird, like all of these, what do they call them? Reality programs like Survivor. They're now like on Survivor, like 90 or something like that.
You got my homework finished, McFly?
Like seriously, Survivor 90. Pretty soon they'll bring him back again for like one more show, and the first person that won the show will be elderly. And
Go away, boy, you bother me.
Imagine that. Anyway, thank you, Tom. Nice send. Loved seeing it. Loved sharing it even more. Hooray. Let me catch up with your comments. We got a good topic show question today. Never asked this one because you want both on a radio receiver. If you've got a ham radio or a shortwave radio or your favorite DXing radio, you want it to be tops in selectivity and sensitivity both. They're both very important. If you're new to amateur radio or you want to take the test, simple, this will be on your test. Very good likelihood, sensitivity or selectivity is going to be a question you'll get. Easiest way to remember it, selectivity is a radio's ability to be able to separate a signal from another. So saying they got two signals side by side, selectivity can make it one or the other that you're allowed to hear, okay? Sensitivity gives a radio better ability to hear all signals, anything that your antenna is capable of receiving. So that's really the difference between the two. So let us know in the comment section. We'll make it part of the show. Got a lot of people are welcome that came in here too. A lot of people. Gee whiz, man. There's a lot of A lot of comments since that. That's pretty good. I want to welcome Tom. He's in Bulgaria. Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. He's the whiz kid that sent us that 76 of the cavalcade of shows. Thanks, Tom. Good stuff. Good stuff. Loved it. That was an awful lot of fun. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anybody's stuff, but it is kind of okay. Good. I think we're good. Larry, did you get the notice for the war? No, nope. Don't know anything about that. Warbird special event. No, if it's there, I'll feature it tomorrow with that because we always do that on the Friday show. Thanks for telling me. Appreciate you letting me know. I'll look for that tomorrow. And we'll get it onto the show, okay? And Spike says, I haven't heard 10 meters in over a month, just weird signals on my scope. Yeah, 10, it's in the south. And the best way I can describe it from what I've learned, and I did learn quite a bit, Bill sent me something that Walt had done, and I've done some more research. Just a second, please. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. The summer... The reason 10 doesn't stay here in the summer is because there's so much X-ray radiation hitting the F1 and F2 layers because it's summer. The rays are much more direct. It just 10 meters is not possible to make calls at that time, right? But as you get into fall, 10 will start to lift back up because the F1 and F2 layers are able to carry it. Now, there is one wild card. That wild card's E-skip. Notice I didn't say it did the E layer too. That's how you can get 10-meter calls in the summer. You'll get it off an E-skip cloud, but not off F1 or F2. It goes south. And so in the north, we lose 10 in the summer. In the winter and fall and part of the spring, we have 10 meters. It will come up again as we go into fall. And it'll be wonderful because we're still at the part of the solar cycle where 10 should still be good. So I hope I would say mid-October at the latest, 10 will be regularly on your radios again, for sure. Absolutely for sure. Welcome, Chris from New York City. Kilo Echo 2, Hotel Romeo Juliet. Good to see you, my friend, as always. And Rodney the Great says, never mind, I don't like you anymore, Bill Myers, because he's got the QSL card Rodney wanted. Rodney was that close on FT8 to getting 3Y0J, the expedition of Bouvet before 3Y0K. Probably shouldn't bring up any more of that. Yeah. Chris in New York says tech should get more than a sliver of 10 meters. I would agree with that. Oh, Cor Vorman, welcome. New York State is here. His call sign, Kilo Echo 2 Golf Delta Delta. Hello, Cor. Good to see you. And I want to clear something up just to make sure that we didn't do something wrong here, okay?
Oh, Rocky's really mad now.
We got a comment on the last show, the W Tuesday show, where there was a comment from Maria Pyers saying, I won't be back. And that is our dear friend in Portugal, Toscan Bang. And if I've offended you in any way, Toscan, I'm very sorry. I would never want to do that. I made a statement that, okay, see you later. If you want to be here, great. If you don't, because I feel that way. I don't put like a big effort into having people subscribe and like the show, but I also don't want to hurt a friend. And I think you're a friend. So, Toscan, I hope that you're not offended by something that I have said or done. If I did, I'm very sorry. Okay. Cora, welcome. Good to see you. Joshua, also welcome. He says, I watch old Jack Benny TV shows all the time from the 50s. Those are classics. Oh, man. Alice, I'm going to get to the moon. Yeah. Chris says, used to watch most of those shows. Reminds me of my teenage years. Oh, yeah. And Joshua, this is a great comment, actually. Listen to this. He says, old stuff just seems better. Now that I'm old, too, I guess. LOL. It is that way because we're at an age now where we look back and we say, it was better then. We didn't need a cell phone. We didn't have to have the internet. Our world was just fine before all that stuff happened. But it's a different time, right? It's just a different time. we had a handful at most of television in our market or where we lived. And a handful might be 3 stations. A handful might be 2. In some places you live in the country, you can pick up 2 channels and that's all you got, I can tell you what Tom said the other day, but I better not. Bill says, I love watching Archie Bunker. Yeah, my wife still. She loves All in the Family. She really does. Spike, those shows, the shows are still on MeTV. Yeah, they sure are. They sure are. Brad Meyer, welcome. He's here from Florida. He says, I've seen the returns of these programs, and they're just as good as they were back then. Yes, sir. We watch like television, right? I like Hogan's Heroes, always have. Bob liked it. We'd watch it a lot. It's an old memory. A great old memory, actually. But, Karen and I will watch All in the Family. She loves Frasier, so we'll watch Frasier. Some of the episodes in Frasier are hilarious. But for me, I would sit there and watch, there's a brand new Tom Hanks documentary for World War II. It's amazingly good, and I've enjoyed watching that. But, we don't, we just watch mostly a whole bunch of TV reruns like Chris does, which is kind of fun. Yes. Chris says, MeTV is one of my favorite off-the-air HD TV channels. Yeah. I think MeTV could be on in a market on their own network and probably have quite a big viewing audience. I really do. Mike, another Floridian, has joined the program here from Florida. Mike, you don't ever have to worry about being late. Nobody keeps track of it. We're glad you're here, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got to feature the part of Mike. I didn't play it the last show, but I need to. It's a really neat clip. Barry Wendon, welcome. He says, do you remember Amos and Andy show? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Fibber McGee and Molly and yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Saint, who is Vincent Price. He's talking old-time radio. That's my wheelhouse. I love old-time radio stuff. Tom, Mary Tyler Moore. That's a good one. Very good one. Rodney, here it is. That's way before my time. However, I did watch some reruns of those. Besides, the oldest thing I miss are the old the old Hanna-Barbera Wacky Racist cartoons, or I Dream of Jeannie. Cocoa Beach is only about 89 or 90 miles from here, and that's the place where they'd always mention in that show. It's a beautiful, beautiful little beach town, and it's a port too. Lots of the cruise ships go out of there. Spike says, Battle of the Network Stars, Arnold versus Rob. Great. Brad, Amos, and see, now we got under reruns on the show.
That's all, folks.
Hi, everybody. That's okay. Brad, Amos and Andy were popular right up to the right up to the point they started appearing live. Then sadly, people realized that they were not white. They were black. That's too bad. It's our society has changed so much, so many times. And it's too bad it took us so many years to realize everyone is the same, no matter what color skin they have. Everyone deserves love, respect, and kindness. Period. Thank you. End of Larry making the comment. Spike, Robert Conrad, knock the beat. I thought you'd be happy with Black Sheep Squadron, actually, Spike. That'd be your show. Mark, welcome. Kilo Romeo 4 Lima Mike Kilo. He says, hee-haw. There's one. Man. And that show was so popular. Was it Roy Clark was one of the hosts on that? Gosh, it was just pure country fun. It was neat how they did that show. Different audience, right? But they met that audience. Like, if you notice in that 1976 TV show clip thing, they started with Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Disney, which was always on Sunday night. And if I asked you right now what came on before that show, I bet you about half of you that are my age could tell me the answer to that. In fact, I'll just make the question now. How many of you can name the show that came on before Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Disney?
In charge. Boss, head man, top dog, big cheese ahead.
Yep, bet you can. I bet you can. Kilo Romeo Ford Juliet Golf Delta also joins the show. Welcome. I'm Larry, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. We hope you stay a while. It's nice to have you today. Nice show with a lot of new people. Like that very much. I was listening to the last show when I was doing the yard because I was like, I needed something to listen to. So I thought I would make more brain damage and listen to myself. But it was interesting listening to the people's comments, all your comments the other day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to thank you more for being here. By the way, that's Gary out of Newton Grove, North Carolina. Gary, howdy y'all to you, and thanks for coming. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary. Wow. Nice guy. Appreciate him coming. I want to go to North Carolina again. I've only been one place in North Carolina. That's Greensboro was there. But it looks beautiful. I thought it was Oregon. It looked just like the Green Mountains. It was so pretty. Gosh, North Carolina is beautiful. Really is. Rodney, finally, first one to answer the topic question. Gosh, thought I was really messing up on this. Rodney, yeah, it's supposed to be hard. This one's supposed to be a hard either or. He says, this is hard. However, since I work the low bands a lot, I will say selectivity. But for let's say repeaters on the 77 band, I would say sensitivity. Nice comment, Rodney. Thank you very much. We'll put it down for comment in the show, just because no one else is. And Barry says both. You can't have both. It's either or, Bear. Come on now. Brad says, at my current power levels, I'll go with the selectivity, as I will not be able to get back to weak signal stations, distance, terrain, etc. Thank you, Brad. Now we're getting answers. Rodney says, on HF bands, low bands like 80, 40, and 20, selectivity is usually the critical bottleneck. QRM and QRN, for people looking to get into ham radio, QRM is man-made noise. QR, man-made, okay? So that's interference from another station. QRN is environment. Some people will call it QR, nature or natural sound, atmospheric sound, right? So I always learned it QR, man-made for QRM, QRN, QR, natural noise. That's how I learned it. Something you can learn on your test as well. So Rodney says, HF, low bands 80, 40, 20, selectivity is usually the critical bottleneck. QRM and QRN are high, meaning most modern receivers already have more than enough raw sensitivity. I would agree with that, 100%. I agree. Core says, I did radio last night, QRP, 8 watts, with some nice contacts on 20 meters, had 5.5 and 3.3s with my modified JPC-12. I was happy at work. Where did you work, man? Let us know. We'd love to talk about that and pat you on the back, Cor. Absolutely love that. Tom, hee-haw, I'm a pickin' and I'm a grinning. Indeed. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Another confused operator. That's like the comment, right? That guy's got like the YouTube channel handle of the best ever right there. That's the best ever YouTube name. Another confused operator. I love that. He says, hee-haw could never be aired today. Society's lost. That's true. Think about this. Could you imagine All in the Family airing right now? Oh, man. Karen and I talk about that when we see it. When Archie naturally does an Archie thing, I say, that would never fly today. That could never happen today. It's funny how television shows 50 years ago, just, they were so different than today. Nice comment. Thank you. Like that, actually. And Bill Myers, trying to answer the tough question here that I gave you, because you remember, The Wonderful World of Disney was on Sunday nights, because as kids, we had to be in bed at a certain time, right? But usually we could stay up to see Wonderful World of Disney, and that was on like at, I think it was on like 8 o'clock, if I remember right. It was nearly always the same show that came before it, nearly always. And I wondered if anybody could answer the question, because it's like, okay, well, there was a show, and most of our lives, it preceded All in the Family, all right? So I asked you if anyone could name the show that came in before All in the Family. And Bill Myers says, Wild Kingdom. You are correct.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wile E. Coyote. Genius.
Very impressive, actually. Yeah, yep. Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins. And remember Jim? Jim was like his assistant. He'd always be, it was brought to you by Mutual of Omaha Insurance, right? For you guys outside the States, this is a funny story. So Mutual of Omaha, a life insurance company, they sponsored a show where people would go out in the bush and they would like wrestle crocodiles or get a python around their necks or whatever. And it was always Marlon Perkins who was in the studio, and he was always nice and safe and everything. He'd always say, while Jim is out there wrestling the wild python, I want to tell you about Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Oh, seriously. No, Mutual of Omaha Insurance. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess you do, because right now Jim's out there fighting for his life while you're in the studio, safe as can be.
Run, Forrest, run!
Jeez, it was just funny that way. Nice comment. Thanks, Bill. Marlon Perkins. Oh my gosh. Funny story. It's true, too. Really is Wild Kingdom, yeah. Chris, All in the Family broke new ground for television. Some episodes were so controversial. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Edith being raped, almost raped. That was huge. That was huge. They broke the mold on so many things. They were ahead of their time in a lot of stuff. You don't have to agree with the content, but they did do an awful lot of stuff that was very earth-shattering in television. Chris Seven joins us. Hi, Chris. Is good evening from Chris Seven. A Larry moment. Who is number 6? Don't know. I know you're number 7 because you have a 7 in your call sign. Golf 7, Victor Echo Oscar. I need more water. I'm so thirsty. Spike says, I was part of the film crew for Black Sheep, met the real Pappy, which is Pappy Boyington. That's cool. Filmed in Malibu, down the road from Rockford's trailer. How about that for cool? Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that was a neat show. I mean, it was really cool. I think that they tried to recreate a lot of the things that those guys did in World War II, which is just amazing. Robert Varner, welcome. It's always good to see you, Robert. Thanks for coming. He says, I remember Bonanza on Sunday nights. That's cool. You know what? It's a great memory. Look at all this. Tom, look at what that video you sent me is doing right now. Isn't it amazing? People's memories are just flying in now because everyone's in a happy spot. Isn't that great? I think it's wonderful. We need more stuff like that. Bill says, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins. Yes. Rodney, today's topic question, bail us out, buddy. Instead of those two, I would say dynamic range with regards to modern equipment. Tom in Bulgaria, today's topic question, selectivity, especially during contests, crowded band conditions. Thank you, Tom. Nice comment. Chris Seven says, by the way, Chris is in Europe. We want to say thank you for coming from Great Britain. He says, the most important to me is sensitivity, so bought the FTDX 10. That's pretty good. Love that. I do. Thank you. That's very good. That's very good. Another confused operator says, ha, the channel name is from my call. I am Kilo Charlie 8, Alpha Charlie Oscar. It took me years to come up with decent phonetics. Brilliant. Brilliant. Very smart. That's great. Thank you. It's great. Spike, Lawrence Welk is still on PBS. Yeah, but that is PBS, right? Tom and I were talking. Oh my gosh, we were talking yesterday. We really were. We were talking about, no joke, we got on this PBS thing because I played the PBS close down sign off, the end of the last show. He's like, oh man, Larry, I remember that channel in Augusta. We watched it when nothing else was on because it was PBS and we hated it. So, and PBS back then was so awful. Oh gosh. They had like Electric Company and Sesame Street. They had nothing else really. And the rest was all like yoga and knitting and just weird stuff. I don't know. Trev Plays 1, welcome, first timer. I'm Larry, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Thanks for coming. He says, hey Larry, will there be a new show tomorrow? Yes, we'll do our Friday big show. It'll have building a beverage antenna. It will have the Expedition special event contest calendar and hopefully have some fun. Thanks for coming. It's nice to meet you. I'm Larry Dio, Kilo 7 Hotel November. I'm honored to meet you. Thanks for coming today. Thank you. And I think, what is this? Rodney, thank you very much. At Rodney, so you're talking to yourself now. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Bonanza. Spike, Mutual Folks on with Johnny Carson. Mutual Folks on with Johnny Carson. Okay, thank you. 2 more comments. We got to move on. Sorry, guys. Tom, CBS and All in the Family even shocked it was ever even allowed to air at the time. I really enjoyed Alt F. I really enjoyed Alt F. Well, Tom, I'm glad you did. Thank you for your comment and for the video. It's very good. Yes. That's it. I've done both comments. Now we can move on with the next part of our program today, all right? Otherwise, Larry's never going to be able to sit down. There was a guest that came to our last program, and I want to thank him because he just seems like a really nice guy, honestly. He hosts a YouTube show that's on Mondays. He's live on Mondays. It's called World Radio League. If you've never seen it, let me show you this last Monday's that I found. I just got a little snippet. And also a video of him doing an interview with a really sweet kid about how important Parks on the Air are to young people and why it's a good idea to do it. First, a little look at him on his channel doing what Larry does naturally, making a quick mistake on something like unmuting the mic.
Hi, I'm Faith Hanna, Kilo Delta 3 Zulu, and welcome to hamradio.world.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it did that.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex.
No
I could pinch them.
Yeah, me too. I really could. Gosh, you gotta be kidding me. I had the thing in there. I really did. Let me put it back in now real quick so you can see that segment. But I loved it because the guy is he's just funny. Here it is.
Well, of course you have to unmute the microphone first. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another fabulous Monday afternoon live stream.
Look how excited he is. It's great.
I am Andy N0. Oh, you never know what you're going to get into here. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for letting me know. I am Andy N0APX, your extra host on this fabulous Monday afternoon. And sorry about the noisy air conditioner in the background. I was trying to get that shut off with the remote.
Loved it. I loved it. I mean, you could laugh at yourself. That's a gift. It really is. Let me now show you him with a quick little interview because it's cute. It really is. This young lady. This was at Hamvention. So this is from Dayton. And let me get it real quick. It's got to be a little bit of a weird transition because the computer just didn't play the video. So I'm just going to replace it into a different scene for you and let you see this. This is him interviewing a young lady at Dayton about Parks on the Air and young people.
So my presentation was about how Parks on the Air, or POTA, is good for kids. And I talked about how it teaches preparedness, how it builds confidence, and how it makes learning fun.
Hey guys, Andy N0APX, and I'm here with my good friends, Zach.
Hi, Alpha India 4, Zulu Delta.
And Maggie.
Kara 4 FTN, Kilo Romeo 4, Foxtrot Tango November.
It is.
Notice he's got the booth next door, right? Did you see that? I'll move it back. You'll see his right there. See that? Right there. So he's got the booth next door, but I love the fact that he went over to the next door booth to do something to introduce this father and daughter.
4 FTN, Kilo Romeo 4, Foxtrot Tango November.
It is so great to finally meet you guys in person. We've talked an awful lot, and we were able to finally exchange our QSL cards in person.
Finally.
Zach, I think you got a picture of me and Maggie filling out our QSL cards. I want a copy of that. We can maybe drop it in
we
here.
We have actual record of that happening.
Yes, we got that.
We do.
So Zach, if you don't know, he's the guy with all the cowboy hat emojis in the Discord because we have the running joke. There we go. That just gave you an extra 3 dB, both of you, each together. We got a running joke in the live stream. Anytime he can make me laugh during the live stream with a comment, he gets a cowboy hat emoji. So this is the guy.
And he's very good at it, too.
Andy, keep up the good work. Seriously, thank you for stopping by Ham Radio Live. It's an honor. This channel began with unboxing a radio, and then the first big idea was to show you the importance of a good loose listening antenna, which was a loop, a received loop, right? And we've done this before. We've talked about a Beverage antenna. All right. 50-50 is the rule with ham radio. And you may not understand exactly what I'm trying to say. You can only work what you can hear, period. Whether it's digital, voice, or Morse code, you can only work what you're able to hear. If you have a property that is at least 100 feet by 100 feet, you can make some version of a Beverage antenna. These are antennas that can be just off the ground. They don't have to be up high. They're just to listen. That's all you use them for. You put a resistor on the end, and then you can make them bidirectional as well. You can do it 4 ways. Let me show you the difference. And tomorrow I'll show you how you build one. But today we're going to show you the big difference in how much a Beverage antenna can increase your complete amateur radio experience.
Okay, we're listening to the Beverage antenna. Well, right now we're actually listening to the main antenna, which is a 40-meter dipole. And we've just fixed my Beverage, which is about 700 feet long with a few dog legs. But just to do a comparison, this is E-Cars on a Sunday. So very tough to hear on the main antenna. That's the Beverage. Beverage off. Beverage on. Wow, what a difference.
Pretty good, right? Not a long demonstration. Let me give you another one. This guy's got a Beverage set up, I'm assuming 4 ways, possibly 3, but this will give you a great illustration of just how much you might be missing, even though you think you're hearing everything. Okay, 80 meters, right? What do we know about 80? Loud. Tons of noise. It's always loud. Watch, though, how you can quiet it down.
Roger, 5-9, by the way, no problem. Thanks. Okay. QRZ, the Ohio QSO Party, Kilo 8, November, Victor Radio.
West Beverage, 80-meter dipole. 80-meter dipole. Switching to West Beverage.
CQ Ohio, CQ
West
Ohio,
Beverage.
CQ, the Ohio QSO Party.
Switching
Kilo
to
8,
North
November,
Beverage. North Beverage. Switching to West Beverage.
Kilo 8, November,
West
Victor Radio.
Beverage.
Kilo 8, November, Victor Radio.
Switching to South
CQ,
Beverage.
the
South
You
Beverage.
can't hear anything.
Switching back to West Beverage.
Ohio CQ, the Ohio
West
QSO
Beverage.
Party. Kilo 8, November,
Switching
Victor
to
Radio.
dipole.
Kilo
80-meter dipole, 50 feet.
See what I'm talking about?
Switching.
The difference can be night and day, especially on the nighttime bands. If you're doing 160 or 40 or 80 meters, you're going to have more noise because there's just more noise down there. But with a beverage antenna, you can eliminate most of the noise and hear signals that you didn't know were there. Now, if you have some kind of a directional, right? If you've got like a hex beam or something like that, perfect. That's good. That'll help you. But a beverage will even help you more than that. Because even if you're pointed, say, for example, you want to work Europe, right? And you've got your hex beam pointed towards Europe. A beverage pointed that way will outperform a 2-element beam. It will. It's just built for low noise and getting signals in. I'll show you how to build one on tomorrow's show. It's not difficult, and there are lots of part kits available. DX Engineering has kits. There's a kit as well from Remote QTH that's not hard to do, really isn't. The key is having yourself enough room to lay the wire out so you can make a decent beverage antenna that goes hopefully 4 different ways. Man, oh man, if you've got a receive antenna on your ham radio, what are you waiting for if you've got room to put one up? You don't need to go crazy. Like some people will put like 150 feet out there, right? Or 200, 250 feet. You can do it with 100 feet. You can do it with like 80 feet. You're not going to hear as much as you do with a longer wire, maybe at 150, but it's still going to hear great. Beverage antennas are super. If you've got land or you've got an area where you can put some wire out there, oh my gosh, do it. You would absolutely love it. And I got an email once regarding this subject, and the guy says, well, okay, so you've got the antenna down low. How do you keep your yard mode? And I said, well, what I would do is put the antenna up higher, just, 7, 8 feet. So that's not getting in the way of you mowing your lawn, the kids out playing, all that stuff. You can do it up higher too. It's just a matter of doing it and seeing how it works. It'll blow your mind, really will. We'll talk about how to build one tomorrow's show. Today's question is, what's more important to you, selectivity or sensitivity? And I just realized I didn't bring the Angry Hams over today. Wow. No new Angry Hams. And I have a backup trivia so we can make that work. It'll be fun. Brad Meyer says, Mutual of Omaha's Mild Kingdom. I thought it was great. As a kid, it was cool. I liked it. He says, remember when Jim saved Martin from the python in the water? I do remember that episode. I really do. It's funny how that episode, and there was one where Jim was like in with it's either an alligator or a crocodile. I can't remember. I was a kid, but I remember him wrestling with this thing. I'm going, oh man, not me. Not in a million years. And yeah, the python nearly drowned Martin. Yeah. Randy, welcome. He's from Lowell, Indiana. Thanks for joining the show. It's good to see you, Randy. His call sign November Delta 9 Golf. Always a better show when you're here, my friend. Thank you, buddy. Spike says, when Jim from Wild Kingdom took the animals to the Tority show with Johnny Carson. Really? He said, hilarious. Yeah. I thought Carson was brilliant. He was brilliant with the animal acts. He really was. The birds and all. Johnny Carson was such a legend. Such a legend. And Trevor, thank you. You're very kind. I appreciate your nice comment. Really, it means a lot. Thank you. That Over the Horizon Radio and WRMI is what he's talking about. And this week, Friday and Saturday, over the weekend, is the all-time number 2s from Billboard, Part 2. It's a fun show. Rodney, Beverage's east-west east antennas are awesome. They can be amazingly effective. Any direction you can put one. Even if you've got room, like you've got room to put one long wire out, just one. Fine, put it out. You can make it 2 directions, right? And we'll show you how tomorrow. It's a fun show. I hope you like that. Chris Evan, I recorded the International Space Station today as it passed over, talking to a school. Send it to us, man. Send it to our email, info@hamradiolive.org. I'll give you full credit. I'd love to share it. Chris, thank you. I would love to share that. Or are you going to be putting it on your video stream link from your channel? let us know in the comments so people can go watch it, okay? Alrighty then, let's do this. I'm going to show you how the Angry Hams come. Would you like that? We'll show you how we do the Angry Hams. I have a gigantic library here now over the years from Ham Radio Live. I'll show you how we do it. That'll be fun. You've never done this. Let's do this, right? Let me get you on a screenshot from my computer, and you're going to see all this stuff pop up from my downloads list, right? Okay, so I'm going to just go down. I'm just going to go, this will get me down there way far. This goes way down. Okay, so now we're all the way September 3rd of 2021, right? And all I need to do, I can usually find the Angry Hams pretty easily, even though this is, different. Like here's trivia, right? Amateur Radio Field Day first held in what year? Okay. And then I can put that in that way, right? Well, the Angry Hams are right there because I know because it's, nope, sorry, that's on the urban beam. So I got to get up. I'm too far back. Sorry. Let me go up. This is 2022. Those started in 2022. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So let's pick one. And these are all the test questions we used to do on the show. Remember these? Off of Ham Test Online. Here's a question. Who's accountable should a repeater inadvertently retransmit communications that violate the FCC rules? Would it be the owner of the repeater, the control operator of the repeater, the control operator of the originating station, or both the originating station and the repeater owner? Here's a quickie question. Who would be responsible? Who's responsible for this happening on the repeater? Here's Angry Hams right there. They're right there. So this is from July 4th of 2022. And I'm going to bring you the Angry Hams. It's going to be the last time that they said what they said. And then we'll give you the new Angry Hams that are coming up from that download.
You get quite an education watching this show.
Are we watching the same show?
That was different. I should say so. So many of these songs are long and boring.
Yes, they finally managed one short and boring.
Does that mean they're getting better or worse?
There you go. Angry Hams. That's how they get onto this program. All right. I know I've got 2 questions today, all right? So question 1, the conditional class ham license was what? What was the conditional class ham license? A, the first no-code license. B, a learner's permit for hams that required no test at all. C, the same as general class but given by mail. Or D, the original name for the novice class. A, B, C, or D? Question 1. Good luck. The conditional class. Conditional. Oh, it's all good. So watch it on Chris's YouTube channel. Go watch it over there. Just go to Golf 7 Victor Echo Oscar. Yes, the easiest way to find Chris, and you'll love it. You'll get stuck watching a ton of his content. He's excellent. Serious. Thank you, Chris. Great that you got them. Great to have them. After Dick's, good to meet you. Italy is in the house. Welcome. Wow. Nice to meet you. I'm Larry Dio, Kilo 7 Hotel November. It's an honor to have you here, all the way from Italia. Wow, what a treat. All right, Joshua's first. He says the same. Now, I don't know what you guys are going to. Are you guys answering this or the question that was from the quickie test? I'm going to guess this. Okay. Joshua's got C, the same as the general class, but given by mail. Holy cow, 1 for 1 already? You kidding me? You did it that quick? Amazing. Wow, I thought he asked a hard question. Aaron in Saskatchewan, he's got D. Mike thought D as well. Bill with C, he got it. Tom with D. Yeah, this was not easy. Joshua just nailed it. Man, oh man. And Rodney, that's very kind. Thank you very much. Okay, question 2, because that's all I've got in spare. Just in case I forgot to put trivia in, I've got it back up and you're seeing it. Okay, in what year did good old Uncle Alexander Graham Bell patent his invention known as the telephone? What year did he patent it, right? Just patenting, not invented, but patenting it. A is 1876, B is 1883, D 1900, re-say it, C 1900, D 1859. Question 2, good luck. Rodney, thank you. I really appreciate it. Josh was such an honest guy. The C was for the test question. Sorry. No, that's fine, because you're right. The question's answer was the third one, which was the originating station that opened up the repeater. So the originating station that did the stuff that shouldn't have been on the air, on the repeater, that's the correct answer. It was C, but you happen to get the other one right too, so you're a genius. Roll with that, Joshua. We're grateful you're an honest guy. Spike in Montana, first in. He's got D, 1859. No. Bill in Wisconsin, he has B, 1883. Mike in Jacksonville's got D, 1859. Aaron in Saskatchewan's got B, 1883. Joshua's got B, 1883. Barry Wendon's got B, 1883. Rodney, E, I forgot to ask my buddy, good old Uncle Alexander. Oh, gosh. Ow, when Rodney forgets to push the next question comment. That's fine. You're fine. And Spike, I was thinking telegraph. Still got a chance. I don't want to have to stump you today on this.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
Go ahead and try do one more time, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. One more. Otherwise, we have to say...
Adios, you chicken-plucking little stinker!
Gosh, that should have been a lot tighter, I think. Don't you, Spike? Yeah, I think so. They should be tighter like this, but not like that. Yeah. Oh, well.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
I agree. Yeah, Randall in Lowell, Indiana. Watson, come here. I want you. Yeah. Aaron now with A, 1876. Thank you, Aaron. For gosh sakes, thank you. Finally, we're able to say someone got the question right. Well done, Aaron. Saskatchewan saved the world. And then Mike's comes in, and then Bill comes in. 1876 was a big deal and a big year for inventions. Take a look. This is really neat thing. I wanted to do this part of the show to add to this. That's why it was in the backup file folder. Oh my gosh. Let me just try and get this done here and talk while I'm doing it. So what I'm going to tell you is the inventions that were patented in 1876, because there's some big ones there. I mean, there's quite a few. And it's like, I'm trying to type really fast. And hopefully this will be entertaining. These were patented in 1876. There's a lot of stuff. The telephone was done in 1876. The mimeograph was also patented in 1876. Now, this is really important because remember, you could, with the mimeograph, you could do all kinds of copies with mimeograph. You couldn't do that before. And the carpet squeaker, oh boy, the good old-fashioned carpet squeaker.
Hey, boy, come here, quick!
Gosh, oh my gosh, I feel terrible.
We want to meet chicks.
Of course you do. All right. The carpet sweeper was invented by Melville Bissell. Did you know Bissell's founder's name was Melville? Anyway, he patented the mechanical carpet sweeper back in 1876. Big deal. That's a good thing. Thank you, Melville. Appreciate that. 1876, kind of a big deal for patents here in the United States. I thought you might like that, but who knows? And Randall with the comment of the show already. It's actually pretty funny. He says, I was dead in 1876.
Pay attention when I'm talking to you, boy.
Yep, I think most of us were, indeed. Yeah, gosh, a lot of things done. Yeah, Saskatchewan. You typed the whole name out and everything. Gosh, Spike, that's amazing. You did it.
That's my boy.
You did. It's great. This just did. Spike correctly spelled the name Saskatchewan. A brilliant job, Spike, really. He did it. That's amazing. All the letters are there and everything. Home of the Guess Who, of course. And Aaron, absolutely. Because, Aaron, we love Saskatchewan, don't we? Indeed. All right, final question time. What's more important to you, selectivity or sensitivity? Okay. For me, I would rather have selectivity just because I like to work the weak guys. It's cool to work somebody really weak. And most times when I find that, like, if there's a challenge on a receiver, right, I want to take that in a heartbeat. If it looks hard, I want to work it because I want to have that yes moment and say, I got it. I got that call, you know? No matter how long it takes to work it, as long as I get it, I'm thrilled. It's a challenge. It's almost like a dare, right? If you're like, you remember we were kids, you know, and someone says, I dare you to do this. And you know, okay, fine, I'll do it. Then you get kind of mad.
That's the last straw.
Exactly. You say, forget it. I'm going to do it. And I'm not only going to do it, I'm going to do it all right.
Get that finger out of your ear. You don't know where that finger's been.
Yeah. That's funny. Guess the way it is. Like week DX, I want to work it because that's fun to do. So yeah, I'm all for that. Selectivity in that reason. Again, selectivity, the radios of the receiver's ability to separate signals. Sensitivity, its ability to hear them. Big deal to have both of them. Indeed, both of them. Rodney, you're leaving us. Well, I guess it's time to stop. Aaron says they actually filmed in Winnipeg, but first got big in Saskatchewan. The Guess Who. Great band. And let's see. I appreciate you coming. Rodney, thank you. Thank you sincerely. You didn't have to, and you did. 2140 Black Creek has returned to our program, and that's a pretty big deal, gang. Real big deal. He said in 1975, there was part of the 100th anniversary centennial exhibit back in display in the Smithsonian. I remember that. Gosh, I haven't thought of that in so long. He says back on display in the Smithsonian, many of those inventions were on display. Gosh, yes, that was a traveling exhibit for 1976 because I saw it in Portland. My mom made sure I got there because she knew I loved history. Oh my gosh, what a memory. Like, who was it? Jeff in Sherwood mentioned the Freedom Train, which came through Portland as well. And I remember it was like, oh man, gotta see that. So we went, Mom took me to see it. And then the Smithsonian traveling thing was out. Let me show you that real quick. This is really a great comment. This is a really great comment. Ralph in Tucson, thank you for this comment. It's brilliant. I want to get this real quick. Okay, it's the 100th anniversary of this Smithsonian, but this is important. Hold on. Let me get a page here because I want to show you real quick. Just a second. Just a second. There's a few things to type, and I'll get there. This was so cool when they did this, and I remember so well. It was back in 1976 that they did this. Gosh, what a memory. This is such a great memory. And we've talked about, again, television from 76 too. 76, but instead circulated over 200 special traveling exhibitions through the Smithsonian Institution Traveling Exhibition Series to celebrate the United States bicentennial. Yep. I just want to see images. Thank you. I know they did it. There we go. It was just like a little car. It's like a train car or something, but it was really cool. Hold on. Let me get you over to my page. This is kind of, not really, but it's from 76. And they would send stuff out like you might see like Bonnie and Clyde's like suit or car door with all the holes in it, that kind of stuff. And they'd have like little things that were really special from the bicentennial year. And this is like let me see. No, that's not it. But yeah, this says a lot though. It really does. It's Freedom Trains. And I mean, it was so big here back in 1976 in the States. It was huge. And like the Freedom Train was there, and they talk about that. And they talk about things. It's just really, really neat. I remember that so well. Isn't it funny how people can bring up something that is just, it stirs your mind. And you say, oh gosh, I was there. I saw that. But that's like 50 years ago. Great stuff. Thank you very, very much for the call sign. Sorry, for the information. Ralph, that was a great thing. I thank you profoundly. Thank you, buddy. Great to have you back on the show. Love it. He says, in 1976, the Smithsonian brought out many of the original exhibits that were in the 100th American anniversary of the U.S. In 1876, many of the original inventions were on display. Barry, see you later. Thanks for coming. Golf 6, Juliet, Mike X-Ray. Yes, what I remember seeing, the specific thing was Abraham Lincoln's top hat. I saw that. Mind was blown. I got to actually see Abraham Lincoln's top hat. That was neat. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you for coming back, Ralph. Thank you for the great memory. This has been a show of memories the whole way through. Tom, you see? That's what that video did. I told Tom, I don't usually watch like Instagram stuff. I just don't do it. But it's really good. And I think our crowd will love it. And boy, did you eat that up. That little, was it 2-minute video of all these TV shows that aired 7 nights a week back in 1976. Wow. The Radio Society of Great Britain would love to help you get your ham radio license. Reach out to them if you want to be a ham. We'd love to have you join us. www.rsgb.org. Just tell them you'd like to get your ham radio license and where you live in the world. They'll send back to you an email with a local to you ham radio club. Contact the club. They'll help you get licensed. www.rsgb.org. I'm going to take the UK off because it really doesn't matter. You'll get there. It's a great group. RSGB. Can't speak more highly of them. We got here. Man, if you could have seen me at 10:30 Eastern in that yard, you'd say, oh, there's no way. He's not coming here today. He'll be there Friday, but not Thursday. We got here. Because of all of you, it was a fun time. Thank you all for your friendship, for your kindness, and your submissions. One more time, let me get you to that email. Send me what you got. Send me pictures. Send me your shack. Send me just pop trivia stuff like Tom did with that video. If you've got something you've seen that you think everybody would love to just take part in and enjoy, email me, info@hamradiolive.org. Tom, thank you again for that video. It was perfect. Wherever you may be. Wow. My name is Larry Dio. My call sign in amateur radio is Kilo 7 Hotel November. God bless you. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow for the big show. Bye, everybody.
Back in the day when men's fashion wasn't cutting it, modern Kiwi males demanded more from their casual attire, but what they actually got was less. A whole lot less, as they welcomed in stubbies, available mostly in brown and in a frightening one size too small. Finally, the Kiwi male was able to liberate his thighs to a breathless country, and his puku, and his bum. Features included a handy front key pocket, although no key could fit in it, which was cool, because back then, well, people just left their keys in the car anyway. Now, any social occasion was one men could feel comfortable in as they drank their L&P while their mullets sheltered their necks from the long summer sun that burned on and on. You were there, and so was L&P. World famous in New Zealand since ages ago.
Paytel presents Fantastic
Fantastic, a great new album. 22 fantastic hits. Original stars, Don.
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old tree.
Elton John.
We're hopping, bobbing to the crocodile rock. Well,
Vicki Lawrence.
that's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. Gotta do this. Martin was here. I didn't say hello to you, Martin. You know what? You've been a friend for more than 4 years on this channel. I'm very sorry. You mean the world to me. Pop Echo 9 Tango India Golf, thanks for being here at Ham Radio Live. I appreciate you, Martin, very, very much. Along with your Alinco DX77. All right. Another commercial to go and a quick Voice of America sign-off. See you soon. God bless you guys.
New from K-Tel's Dynamite, a great new album. 20 original hits, original stars. Paper Lace.
The night Chicago died.
George McRae. Elton John.
Get back,
The DeFranco family.
darling, save the last dance for me.
Bachman Turner Overdrive. You get the Stylistics, William DeVaughn, Albert Hammond, Gladys Knight, Al Wilson, Lobo, and Terry Jack.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the
Eric Clapton.
I shot sheriff.
Steelers Wheel.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Get Dynamite, a power-packed new album, $5.99 from K-Tel. 8-track tape, $6.99.
This is the Voice of America, Washington, D.C., signing off.
Okay, I got to stop this because there's one thing I wanted to say that's so important. You've seen the Bethany relay station for Voice of America, but you probably never seen it when the antennas were there. This place was astoundingly covered with all kinds of antennas to be able to reach places worldwide. Watch this video. This is a close down from VOA Bethany. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at the antennas they used to have there. Goodbye, everybody.